guys, this is Shamanic at Work Priestess here with a quick video response to two spirits, and I'm doing the video response to Mysouldeck. And the first question is, what is your understanding of a soul deck? My understanding of a soul deck is no matter how many decks you have, so I have 29 decks, and I have very special connections to the Rider-Waite-Smith. It was the first tarot deck that I was ever exposed to when I went on, when I got a professional reading that was paid for by my mom for my 25th birthday. So that's the first time I ever seen tarot, 13 years ago. And so for that reason, it will always be a very special deck, and I have a very beautiful connection to it. The Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue was my first tarot deck that I ever owned. Some people consider it not a tarot deck, but that was the first one. And then once I strayed from that, it was Crystal Visions and Robin Wood that I worked with exclusively. They have been decks that I've had very, very emotional connections to, like Dreams of Gaia Tarot by Raven Faline. I've had very beautiful experiences with tarot decks like tarot decks like the Wildwood Tarot and Vision Quest and things like that. However, my understanding of a soul deck is no matter how many decks you have, you just have this very deep, intense connection with this deck, kind of like, I'm not comparing this to people, but like someone would say a best friend. So I consider a soul deck like no matter how many friends you may have, so no matter how many tarot decks I may have, this is my best friend. And that's how I'm going to answer the question. And so even though I have 7 professional decks that I use, this is one of them. And then I have 10 decks that I use for personal use, and then I have 12 decks that I've used in the past. Maybe I don't use as much or only use occasionally, because I have a total of 29. The Wheel of the Year Tarot by Los Caribo is my soul deck. This is the one deck that no matter how many other decks have come into my life, this remains the deck that I'm the most closest drawn to. When I went away to my trip to see my friend, because I did go see my friend this weekend, is why I haven't posted a video in a while. This is the deck that I brought with me. This is the deck that when I needed just to do a reading on this trip, this is the first deck that I thought of. There was no debating for me personally. It was just a no-brainer. I have a second copy that I've started keeping in my purse, and then this one I'm using for professional readings. I've had this deck for over a year, and even though I've had other decks come into my life, this remains my best friend. This remains my go-to deck. This remains the deck that I have a very strong spiritual, emotional connection to. I don't know why. I just do. And when I first got this deck, I dreamt of it. I literally dreamt of this deck. The box that it came in, because it came in a tuck box, it split in half, and I remember writing that dream in my dream journal. And basically it meant, I even looked it up because I was like, what does this even mean? That this deck was going to really open up my intuition, and I have to say that's very true. I also like this deck because it has a very pagan-y, and it's also good for following the Wheel of the Years and the seasons and the artwork, but there's something beyond all that that I just have a very deep connection to, and I don't even know how to put it into words. So the first question is, that's my meaning of a soul deck. And then I answer the second question, which is The Will of the Year by Los Caribo. And like I said before, I consider this my soul deck because this is a deck I've dreamed of. I had a dream with it. I have very profound, deep connection with it. It opened me up to working with the elementals. It opened me up to wanting to study paganism and deeperly more study witchcraft, because I do practice witchcraft, but in the last year, around the same time that this step came into my life, I really started to follow the wheel of the year and study witchcraft. So hopefully you guys like this video, and hopefully I did the question justice. Thank you so much for posting and putting this video tag to Spirit, and thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And sorry I've been away for so long, but you know, I recently experienced a loss and I just needed to take some time for myself. But I will be making more videos. Much love and light.